Greetings! Mandalay79 here, and welcome to my very first deck profile video for the Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alright then, let's get started, pressing the A button now, and loading game! Here we are in the main menu, going to edit deck. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be doing one for is Dragon Empires, Chakrabarthi Divine Dragon, Nirvana, D-BT01. So for this deck profile, I'm mainly going to be building a Nirvana deck, only composed of cards available up until D-BT01. So alrighty, let's get started. So first off, I'm going to be using this DSD01 as the base for the new deck. And now let's get to editing it. To edit deck. Okay, here we are in the deck building menu. So first go to ZR, pack and apply filter. Only show cards from Deck Booster Set 1, Genesis of the 5 Greats. Apply filter. Okay, here we are. So first off, the Grade 3 lineup. I'm still going to be keeping the Grade 3 Chakrabarthi Divine Dragon Nirvana, the main card of this deck. Skills are, first skill, activated ability. As a Vanguard, once per turn, discard a card from your hand, choose a Grade 0 from your drop zone and call it to the rearguard circle. Second skill, auto. As a Vanguard, when this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1. If the cost is paid, this unit and all of your front row units with the Overdress ability gets plus 10,000 power until the end of the turn. So for Nirvana, its first skill is use Superior Call Grade 0s from your drop zone, for example, Trickstar. And the second skill, just by attacking and counterblasting 1, you can give your Vanguard Nirvana and all Overdress units on your field 10,000 power, giving you a more powerful attacking advantage. And now for the second Grade 3, I'm going to remove 3 of these Fire/Dragon Inferno Swords out of the deck, and then putting in 4 of these cards. Grade 3, Virina Valiente. Skills are, first skill, continuous, overdress, Trickstar, or a Grade 3 or less unit in the overdress state. You may place it by stacking it on the specified unit instead of normal calling it to rearguard circle. Second skill, continuous, rearguard. This unit gets plus 5,000 power for each of its units' original dress. And the third skill, auto, rearguard, once per turn. When the attack of this unit in the overdress state hits, you may counterblast 1 and discard a card from your hand. If you pay the cost, you may restand this unit. So for Virina Valiente, its second skill, the more original dresses you have stacked under this card, the more power it gets. So for example, if you stack it on top of Trickstar, it gets plus 5,000 power, but if you stack it on an overdress unit with Trickstar already in its own base, you can get 10,000 or more depending on how many dresses you stack under Valiente, making it a very powerful attacker by itself. And the second skill, it's pretty much a restanding skill. As long as the attack hits, as long as you don't mind paying the cost, you can restand Valiente for a second attack. Okay, let's put 4 Valientes in this deck. And now for the Grade 2 lineup. The Grade 2, Blades Maiden Ryu. Its skill is, the first skill, when written on top of by Chakrabarthi Dragon Nirvana, you may Soul Blast 1. If the cost isn't paid, you may search your deck for up to 1 Virina, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. And the second skill, continuous, as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During the battle this unit attacked, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. So for Ryu, just by riding Nirvana on top of her, for mere Soul Blast of 1, you'll be able to search your deck for 1 Virina and add to your hand, guaranteeing you a overdress to use when you go to Grade 3. And the second skill, just by attacking, Ryu can act as a 12,000 point attacker all by herself, reducing the number of Ryus in this deck to 1, okay? The Grade 2, Virina. Its skills are, the first skill, overdress, continuous, Trickstar. You may place it by stacking on top of the specified unit instead of normal calling to rearguard. And the second skill, auto, as a rearguard. When this unit in the overdress state attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 10,000 power to the end of the battle. Then Soul Blast 2. If the cost isn't paid, you can choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So for Virina, as long as you use him in the overdress state, whenever it attacks the Vanguard, he can serve as a 20,000 point attacker all by himself. And if you're willing to pay the extra Soul Blast 2, you can also clear your opponent's field of rear guards, making this a very powerful attacker and a powerful rear guard retirer. Keeping 4, then removing 3 of these normal order Sunburst Evolution, taking it off the deck. And now we go to the other Grade 2s in this deck, to the Grade 2 lineup. We're adding 4 of these. Grade 2, Virina Arcs. Skills are, first skill, continuous ability, Overdress, Trickstar. You may place it by stacking on the specified unit instead of normal calling to rearguard circle. And the second skill, Auto. When placed on the rearguard circle, if it is overdressed, counterblast 1. If the cost has been paid, you may draw 2 cards and then give this unit plus 5,000 power until the end of the turn. So for Virina Arcs, its skill is to let you draw more cards simply by overdressing it and giving it plus 5,000 power. So as long as you overdress this card and you're willing to pay the cost, not only can you draw more cards to increase your hand size for more options, but also Virina Arcs for that turn, what can be a 15,000 point attacker all by himself. For Virina Arcs, this deck will be using 4 of them, okay? And okay, then next up, we're taking 2 of these, Grade 2, Blitz Order, Burn Bright, Pure Prayers. Its skill is, if your damage zone has 3 or more cards, choose one of your units and it gets plus 15,000 power to the end of the battle. So for Burn Bright Pure Prayers, it's more or less like a 15,000 point shield as long as you meet the requirements, which makes it a pretty good defensive card to have. For Pure Prayers, we're only going to be playing 2. And next, let's get on to the Grade 1 lineup. For the right deck, Grade 1 is the Grade 1, Blaze Maiden Reno. Its skills are, first skill, Auto. When this unit is ridden on top of by Blaze Maiden Ryu, you may search your deck for up to 1 Trickstar and call it to rearguard circle, then shuffle your deck. And the second skill, Continuous. As a Vanguard or a rearguard, during the battle to this unit attacked, it gets plus 2,000 power. So for Reno, as long as you ride Ryu on top of her, you'll be able to search your deck straight away and get a Trickstar to call to your rearguard for your overdresses later on. And the second skill of Reno, just by attacking, she can serve as a 10,000 point attacker all by herself. So for Reno, we're going to be reducing the number by 3, and we're going to only be playing 1 Reno in this deck. And now, the Grade 1, Iron Ball Dragon, Ankai Bowler, we're going to remove it from the deck. And then, for this Grade 1, we're going to be putting it in the deck. Grade 1, Stealth Dragon, Tencha stat. Its skill is Auto as a rearguard. When the attack this unit boosted hits, you may counterblast 1 and retire this unit. If the cost has been paid, choose one of your Vanguards and then search your deck for up to 1 card, the same card name as that card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So for Tencha stat, he's a good way to secure a specific card you want to have this on your Vanguard circle. For example, if I attack boosted successfully him with Nirvana, and if you choose to use a skill, you can add Nirvana into your deck, guaranteeing you a Persona ride for your next turn. So for Tencha stat, we're going to be playing 3, 4. Okay. And then for Escort Stealth Dragon, Hayashikaze, Sentinel Perfect Guard, we're going to be removing all of them. And then for the Grade 1 lineup, we're going to be playing, playing only 3 Tencha stats, and then nope, we're going to be playing 2 Tencha stats, sorry about that. This deck will be using only 2 Tencha stats. Then for the other Grade 1, we're playing the Grade 1, Extremist Dragon, Velocihazard, Auto as a rearguard. Its skill is, when this unit boosts, it gets plus 2,000 power until the end of the battle. So for Velocihazard, it's a pretty basic skill. Just by boosting from the back row, he gets 2,000 power, making Velocihazard a 10,000 power booster from the back row. We're going to be playing 3 of this card. And now for Sentinels, we're going to be playing this one, Grade 1, Twin Buckler Dragon, Sentinel, skills, Continuous, Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of this Continuous Sentinel in the deck. And the second skill, Auto. When placed on the Guardian Circle, you may choose one of your units and it cannot be hit until the end of the battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from your hand and discard it. So this is pretty much a standard ability for the Cardfight Vanguard trading card game, Sentinels Perfect Guards. By calling it and by paying the cost of discarding 1 card from hand, you can completely block 1 opponent attack, but also as an additional ability. When placed onto the Guardian Circle, if you have less than 2 cards in hand, you'll be able to not have to pay any cost to Perfect Guard, making it a good last resort defense. So for Twin Buckler Dragon, we're going to be playing 4 of this guy. Okay. And now, let's see, we're going to be taking out the starting unit, Sunrise Egg, removing from the game. And then Grade 0, Trickstar, Skill, Continuous Ability, Rear Guard. This unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So, pretty much Trickstar is one of the main cards to play in this deck for overdressing, as I mentioned before, but also his own skill is pretty helpful since he can defend against opponent's skills by, like, it cannot be retired or bound or locked by your opponent's card effects, making this a pretty good card to have in your rear guard for boosting or overdressing purposes. So, for Trickstar, we're playing 4, and then going to be using Trickstar as my new starting unit, and then going to be adding one more Velocity Hazard. Sorry about that. So, going to be playing 4 Velocity Hazards, 4 Trickstars, 1 is the starter. And now, the Grade 0, Blaze Maiden Zone, Critical Trigger, we have 4. The Grade 0, Blaze Staff Monk, Shokusha, Draw Trigger, taking 1 out. We're going to be playing 3 of this card. And now, for this Blaze Fist Monk, Nico, Front Trigger, maybe taking them all out. And then going to the Grade 0s in this deck, I'm going to be playing 4 of this card. Grade 0, Conduct Spark Dragon, Critical Trigger, putting 4 in. And then Grade 0, Blaze Maiden Rona, Heal Trigger. We're going to be playing 4 of these. And finally, for this Over Trigger, Spiritual King of Determination, Albaria, going to be taking him out and replacing him with a different Over Trigger. We're going to be playing this one. Grade 0, Deity, Dragon Deity, King of Resurgence, Dragvita, Over Trigger. Its skill is Trigger, Additional Effect, choose one of your Vanguards and stand it. So for Dragvita, it's pretty much got the same abilities as any Over Trigger in this game. Just by being revealed in your drive check or damage check, you can give 1 unit on your field 100 million power and you draw a card. And also, it's an additional effect. When revealed during your turn in a drive check, you can restand your Vanguard for another attack, making this a very powerful trigger to have in your Dragon Empire decks if you like to attack multiple times your Vanguard with it. So I'm going to be playing 1, and there we go. That's pretty much the entire deck build. So now we just press start to finish. Override deck being built. The deck is complete, and here's the deck build we're playing. So for this deck build, we're going to be using 4 Nirvanas, 4 Valientes, 1 Ryu, 4 Virenas, 4 Virena Arcs, 2 Burn by Pure Prayers, 1 Reno, 2 Tensha Stats, 4 Twin Buckler Dragons, 4 Velocity Hazards, 4 Trickstars, 8 Critical Triggers, 3 Draw Triggers, and 1 Over Trigger, Dragvita. Alright, then let's get to, now that I've pretty much shown you me building this deck and explaining the cards and card effects, let's get to testing out this deck. So first off, before we go to testing a deck, go to the shop and change out the card sleeves. So, buying sleeves. The card sleeves I'm going to be playing this deck with is blackout sleeves, white, and blackout sleeves, black. Okay, we got the card sleeves for this deck. Then, going back to main menu, edit deck menu, and then changing sleeves. For this deck sleeves, we're going to be using the blackout sleeves, black color to the main deck, and blackout sleeves, white color to the right deck. Okay, deck prepared, sleeves changed. Now let's get to testing out this deck. So first off, going to fight menu, CPU fight, using the newly built Nirvana deck that I just showed you today. Using it. For my opponent, I'm going to be fighting against, I guess Doshi Nakano, normal difficulty. Okay, let's get to fighting. Okay, and the fight's starting. So first off, I'm gonna decide who goes first. So rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Alright, I win, going first, so let's draw starting hands. Alright, for my starting hand, I'm going to be discarding 3 cards. Draw 2 heal triggers and a perfect guard. Not a good starting hand. Alright, first up, I'm going to be discarding 1 Rorona from my hand to right, Reno. And now, end of turn, my opponent's turn. He rides on top of Bart. He uses Nigel. Okay. His skill lets him draw a card. He calls a rear guard. Alright, he's attacking me with his Vanguard. No guard, take the attack. And drive check, no trigger. We're safe. 1 damage. Alright, damage check. Ah, over trigger. Waste it. I draw a card, get 100 million power to my Vanguard. Not a good way to start this game. Alright, my turn. Draw. Alright, I discard 1 Veloster Hazard from my hand to ride from the right deck. Blaze Maiden Ryu. Reno skill. I Superior Call Trickstar to the back row. And now I'm gonna call 1 Veloster Hazard to my back row and 1 to my front row. And now beginning battle phase. Boosted by Trickstar, my rear guard Veloster Hazard attacks the Vanguard. Does the attack hit? Yep, it hits. So attack hits and critical trigger of all the times. He gets 10,000 power boost, 18,000 power now. Okay. Boosted by Veloster Hazard, Ryu attacks the Vanguard for 22,000 power in total, using all the skills. Yep, a total of 22,000 power, attacking the Vanguard. Alright, drive check. No trigger. And damage hit. His trigger damage is... Alright, a perfect guard. Not too bad. He lost 1 perfect guard, so... He's riding the grade 2. Randor, he's using Nigel's skill to soul charge, okay. He calls 2 rear guards. Alright, not gonna guard this attack. Ow! 1 damage, damage check. Draw trigger, alright! I give power to my Vanguard. Draw 1 card, I got a Virina. He attacked him with Vanguard. No guard. Critical trigger, the attack hits. He's giving all its power to the Vanguard, so the attack still hits. And 2 damage, first check, no trigger. And second check, no trigger. Alright, now his next attack to my rear guard. Okay, 15,000 power to my rear guard. I guard with Conduct Spark Dragon. 23,000 power in total. The attack is blocked. Alright, now it's my turn. Stand and draw. I'm gonna discard 1 Tensha stat from my hand to right. Chakrabarthi Divine Dragon, Nirvana from the right deck. Ryu skill. I search my deck. I Soul Blast first. The Soul Blast is my Trickstar. Search my deck for my arena and add it to my hand. Add it. Okay, next up. I switch the places of Veloster Hazard and Trickstar, and now Overdress. Okay, next up, let's see. I activate Nirvana skill, I discard 1 card. Discarding Pure Prayers to Superior Call Grade 0 for my drop zone. I Superior Call Trickstar to the rear guard. And now Overdress, Virina. Alright, beginning battle phase. Boosted by Veloster Hazard, Nirvana attacks the Vanguard. And skill activated. I'm gonna activate Nirvana skill. Counterblast 1. 10,000 power to itself and all Overdress units. And Veloster Hazard skill, another 2,000 power. There we go. 33,000 power in total. Twin drive, first check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. And okay, Nirvana stack hits for 1 damage. And explode! 1 damage. It's a critical trigger. Oh no! Okay. He gets power to his Vanguard. Now my attack is less likely to hit. Okay, then first up, boosted by Veloster Hazard on the left side. Virina attacks the Vanguard. Adding power, and now Overdress skill from Virina. I'm going to give 10,000 power to Virina, and I Soul Blast 2 cards. And I retire Okay, I retire Idris in the back row. Velocity has her skill, another 2,000 power.
パワープラス
Total 40,000.
ノーガー
Alright. And now,
Damage.
damage check. No trigger, okay. He's at 4 damage. Now my Virina attacks the rear guard. Gig grab back row.
リアガードにアタック
ドノーガー
Yes,
ド
the attack hits, retiring his rear guard. And okay, that's the end of my turn.
ターンエンド
スタンドアンドドロー
He's riding
俺の勝ちは決ま
Heavy Artillery of Storm, Eugene. Skillings, he's using it to Soul Charge. Nope, no Soul Charge. He rides Tribash. Using his skill to rest 2 units, retiring my Virina. Not good. He's adding power now. He calls Give a Brachio, using its skill to retire another rear guard.
ヴァンガードにアタッ
Attacking the Vanguard, using Tribash's skill to increase his critical.
クリ
Oh,
ティカ
not
ル
good.
プラス
Alright then, I guard with Twin Buffalo Dragon, perfect guard. I'm discarding,
スキル発
using
動
its skill to discard my Great Zero rolling up from my hand. Perfect guard.
完全ガード
ドライブチェッ
He drop checks. Ah no, a heal trigger of all times.
クパ
He heals 1 damage, gets power,
ドライブチェ
and
ッ
second check, no trigger. Okay. The attack is blocked, we're still safe.
クターン
Alright, stand and draw. Alright then, first up, I Personarite. Virina, I mean Nirvana. Sorry about that, Nirvana. Draw a card, get extra power. I activate Nirvana's skill to discard 1 card from hand.
スキル発動
I discard Virina Arcs to Superior Code Trickstar from the drop zone. Over here to the left side.
スペリオルコール
And now, Overdress to Virina Arcs. Overdress. Skill activate, Overdress skill, counterblast
ス
1,
キル発動
and draw 2 cards, and plus 5,000 power. The cards that drew a critical trigger and a perfect guard. Okay, beginning battle phase. Boosted by Velocity Hazard, my Vanguard attacks the Vanguard. Now I use Nirvana skill, counterblast 1,
ここからが本当の戦いスキル発動
skill activated, give 10,000 power to my Vanguard and Virina Arcs, and then plus 2,000 more from Velocity Hazard,
パワープラス
43,000 power in
ノ
total.
ーガードだ
Twin
ド
Drop
ライブ
first
チェッ
check,
ク
draw trigger, alright! I give the power to Virina Arcs, and I draw. The card I drew was a heal trigger, Rona.
パワープラスドライブチェック
Second check, critical trigger, yes! I give the critical to my Vanguard, power to Virina Arcs,
クリティカルプラスパワープラス
power added, and now
この思い
Nirvana's attack hits.
このカードに込める
Alright, blazing the fire and explode, 2 damage,
ダメー
first
ジチェ
check,
ック
no trigger, okay, and second check, it's
ダメー
a
ジチェックだ
no trigger, alright. Now on, boosted by Velocity Hazard, Virina Arcs attacks the
ヴァンガードにア
Vanguard,
タック
power added, Velocity Hazard skill, another 2,000 power, 65,000 power to the Vanguard. No, he perfect guarded that.
スキル発動
The attack is blocked, so okay. Okay, then that's the end of my turn.
スタンド
His
アン
turn,
ドドロースキル発動
using his Vanguard skill to rest 2 units, retiring my Virina Arcs,
パワ
not
ー
good.
プラス
He calls Irwata.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
No guard for the Vanguard. Take the hit.
ドライブチェック
He checks. Oh no, an over trigger.
パワ
You get
ー
the-
プラス
He gets the powers of his rear guard and restands his Vanguard. Second check, no trigger. Okay, damage check.
ここが勝負どころだ行くぞ
Here it comes. It's a lot of damage and
ダメージ
damage
チェッ
check. No trigger.
ヴァンガード
He
にア
attacks
タ
the
ッ
rear
ク
guard. No go. Take the hit.
クノーガード
Ow. Damage check. No trigger.
ヴァンガードに
And
ア
now
タ
I
ック
activate. Let's see. I guard with Rona and Zone. 43,000 power. 2 triggers to pass. Guard.
ガード
ドライブチェックだ
No trigger, a Eugene, and second check.
ドライブチェックだヒールトリガ
Heal trigger. Oh, come on. Now of all times.
ープラス
And the attack is blocked.
ターンエンド
Okay, it's my turn. Stand and drop. What to do? What to do? Not gonna ride. Alright, I call Trickstar
ゴール
and beginning battle phase. Boosted by Blossom Hazard. My Vanguard attacks the
ヴァンガ
Vanguard.
ードにアタック
Skill plus 2000 power.
パワープラス
And counterblast one skill to another 10,000 power.
スキル発動
Adding more
パワー
power.
プラス
Oh no, he guarded that.
ガードだ
ドライブチェック
Check. Critical trigger. Alright. I give all effects to Trickstar.
クリティカルプラス
Second
パワ
check.
ープラスドライブチェッククリティカル
Yes,
トリガー
critical trigger. I give all effects to Trickstar.
クリティカルプラスパワープラス
The attack is blocked. Let's go with Trickstar. Boosted by Veloci Hazard. Attacks the Vanguard.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Another 2,000 power from Veloci
スキル
Hazard.
発動
That adds up
パワ
to
ープラス
35,000 power. He guards. Intercepts.
ガードだ
And okay, the attack does not hit. End of turn.
ターンエンド
俺のターンだドロー
He personalized Eugene. He's using his skill to retire my back row. Not good. He calls. Resting. Oh no, another rear guard lost.
プラス
Skill restanding. Another attacker.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Okay, guarding with Conduct Spark Dragon. 28,000 power. Blocked.
ガード
ヴァンガードに
Now
アタ
I'm
ック
gonna guard the Vanguard with a perfect guard. Twin Buckler Dragon. I'm gonna be discarding from my
スキル
hand.
発動
Shokusha.
単純ガード
ドライブチェックだ
First check, no trigger. And
ド
second
ライ
check,
ブチェックだ
no trigger. Okay, the attack is blocked. My turn, I stand and draw.
ドロー
Alright, True of Irina Arcs. Not gonna ride first, go into main phase. Overdress, Virina Arcs.
オーバードレス
Virina Arcs is skill. Counterblast 1. I draw 2 cards.
パワープラス
I drew 2 Nirvanas. Okay, then go into battle phase. My Vanguard Nirvana attacks the Vanguard.
ガードだ
ドライブチェック
Check. First, critical
クリ
trigger.
ティカルトリガー
I give all effects to Virina Arcs.
クリティカルプラスパワ
And-
ープラス
Okay, second
ド
check.
ライブチェック
Critical trigger. Alright. I give all effects to Virina Arcs.
クリティカルプラスパワープラス
Power added. And now Virina Arcs attacks the Vanguard.
ヴァンガードにアタッ
He guards and intercepts. Okay, the attack is
ガー
blocked.
ドだ
And okay,
俺のターン
his turn, he draws, he calls and calls.
ヴァンガードにアタックだ
I guard.
クガード
Attack is blocked.
スキル一発
Skill,
パワー
giving power to the rear guard. Now it can attack as well.
ヴァ
Not
ン
good.
ガードにアタックだ
Okay, I guard. 28,000 power. The attack is blocked.
ガード
ヴァンガード
It
にアタ
attacks
ッ
with
ク
his Vanguard next. I'm going to guard with. I guard with 43,000 power shield in total.
ガー
No
ド
paths.
ドライブチェックだ
No trigger, and second check.
ドライブチェックだ。
No trigger. Okay, we're safe. It's my turn. Stand and draw.
私のターンドロー
Persona right.
ペルソナライド
Adding 10,000 power to the front row. Draw a card. Okay, then. I call Conduct Spark to the front row.
ゴール
And beginning battle phase. First up, my Vanguard attacks the
ヴァンガード
Vanguard.
にアタック
He guards, okay. And intercepts. The attack does not hit.
ガードだ。
Twin drive, first check. No trigger. And
ド
second
ライブ
check.
チェック
No trigger. Okay. The attack is blocked. He has 2 cards left in hand. My Conduct Spark attacks the Vanguard for 15,000 power.
ノーガードだ。
The attack hits, okay. That and 1 damage.
ダメージチェックだ。
No trigger, okay. 1 more attack from my Virina Arcs.
ヴァンガードにアタック
Okay, he guards the attack for 1  card. The attack does not hit, so end of turn.
ターンエン
スタンドアンドドロー。
He stands and draws. He activates his Vanguard skill to retire one of my rear guards.
プラス
Not good.
このカードのスキル。
Now he's using his Vanguard skill to Soul Blast and call new cards. Not good.
スペリオルコール。スキル発動。パワー。
Using skill to get 10,000 power.
スキル発動。パワー。
Another power stack. Not good.
スキル
Ah, it just keeps on stacking the power.
パワープラス。スキル
Ah, it just keeps on counterblasting. He's gonna get more power.
パワー。
This is not good.
スキル発動。
Whoa, continuous is a 55,000 point attacker now.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
I perfect guard with Twin Buckler. Okay, using its skill.
スキル発動
I discard Valiente from my hand.
全ガード
Okay, attack blocked.
ヴァンガードにアタック。
I intercept with Virina Arcs. 18,000 power, attack blocked. Safe, and now
ヴァンガード
he
に
attacks with
ア
his
タッ
Vanguard
ク。
next. Okay. I guard with Twin Buffalo Dragon. And perfect guard.
スキル発動
I'm gonna discard Rona from my hand. And perfect guard.
全ガード
ドライブチェッ
His twin drive includes Gojo and
ク。ドライブチェックだ。
Twin Buckler. Okay, he got perfect guard, 4 cards, no intercepts, okay. Alright, my turn, stand and draw.
ドロー
I Persona right, Nirvana,
ペルソナライド
10,000 power, draw a card. And now, I activate Nirvana skill, I discard 1 card. Superior call a grade 0 from my drop zone. I superior call Trickstar to the right side circle.
スペリオルコール
Overdress Virina onto Trickstar.
オーバードレス
And I call Virina Arcs to the left side.
ゴール
Beginning battle phase. My Vanguard attacks the
ヴァ
Vanguard.
ンガードにアタック
He guards. Not good.
ガード。
ドライブチェ
Twin
ック
drive, first check. No trigger. And
ドラ
second
イブチェ
check.
ック
No trigger. Not good. Okay, then. Now, Virina attacks the
ヴァンガ
Vanguard.
ードにアタック
Skill activated.
スキル発動
Overdress skill plus 10,000 power.
パワープラス
And Soul Blast 2 cards. I retire Edoris from the rear guard. 30,000 power. Keep perfect guards. Okay, he's discarding his last card. It was
完
a...
全ガード。
Nope, he does not discard. Not good. Now, Virina Arcs attacks the Vanguard.
ノーガード。
Yes, the attack hits. Damage check. And it's a critical trigger. All right, we won this game. That was rough.
プラス。パワープラス。
And 6 damage. I win.
やった次も負 けないから。
That was rough. I only had 2 cards left in my deck. Couldn't have lasted another turn. So, okay. We got some cash, got win, double critical, double trigger, attack with 60,000 more power, perfect guard 3 times, over trigger, opponent drew over trigger, did a persona ride, 14 turns passed, did a superior call, retired 5 units, drew 3 times in 1 turn. Okay, I got 4,000 VP, got a total of 10,700 VP in total. Okay, going next, leaving the fight menu.
どのファイターにする？
Okay, we're done here.
どのファイトにする？
And so, yep, I pretty much, that's all I did in this video. I pretty much showed you
どのデッキを
me rebuilding this deck and testing it out. So with that, that's all the time we have for today. So first off, I want to say thank you to the viewers watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also hope you all show support by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that, I say goodbye.